Happy Sentinels Tuesday, everybody. We are going to start this month off in style. I'm pleased to present the newest decks from Sentinels of Earth Prime. We have Argo, the ultimate android, who is our villain, Daedalus, Siren, and Subterra. Now that's only 4 decks, so I've also included Bowman and Star Knight in this game. Daedalus, to my knowledge, is like actually the Greek inventor Daedalus, and he's just immortal for some reason, and now he's a crime fighter in the modern day, and he's wearing a cool suit of, like, ancient Roman armor. He is our first level 3 complexity hero, and you'll see why once I get into his cards. So you might notice his power is discard up to 2 cards, you may draw a card. Why would you want to do that? There's a good reason. Siren is a weather controller possessed by the Loa of the Seas. Loa are spirits in voodoo mythology. She's a level 2, and she has lots of weather effects, just like Meridian Refuge. She has some crazy synergy with the Meridian Refuge. I've tried it. She's a lot of fun to play. Subterra is like Civilization Underground. It's a pretty standard environment deck, and actually the only one out of these that I haven't played previously, so this will be a fun first run for me. But there's Morlocks, and there's like Snake People, and it's going to be interesting. As for Argo, he is Dr. Metropolis' nemesis. Daedalus, by the way, is Hades' nemesis from the previous video. It says at the start of the game, put his villain character card into play, ultimate android side up, shuffle the villain deck, reveal cards on the top till you get an ongoing, put into play, and so forth. When there are H+1 imprints in play, he flips. The first time he's dealt damage by a hero target each turn, reveal the top card of the villain deck. If it's an imprint, put it into play. If not, discard it. And at the end of the villain turn, he deals some damage. So our starting ongoing, which yes is an imprint, is Malleable Battle Form. At the end of the villain turn, Argo deals the hero target the second lowest HP, H-1 melee damage, and then it has a weakness text. We'll look at that later. Argo, it should be noted, is a difficulty 1 villain, and yeah, he's not too hard. He's not the only target in his deck, but he's pretty much the only source of damage, and despite being a fairly easy fight, he's also pretty interesting. So let's get going. Sapient Simulator. So what's notable about these imprint cards is that they all mimic the powers of one of the heroes in Sentinels of Earth Prime. This would be Dr. Metropolis' power. So at the end of the villain turn, play the top card of the environment deck. If it's a target, it deals the hero target the lowest HP and itself H-1 melee damage. Malleable Battle Form. I'm not sure what that one is. I can identify a few of these. Alright, so end of the villain turn, he hits the highest for 3. That's Daedalus. And then he hits the second lowest for 3, that is Siren. And we play the top card of the environment deck. Lost Agartha. Oh wow, this is great. When this card enters play, destroy all other environment cards. At the end of the environment turn, play the top card of each deck in turn order, starting with a villain deck. So this is going to make the game accelerate pretty well. That was not a target, so it doesn't deal any damage. Alright, here we go. Let's do a bullet arrow. Deal a target 1 projectile damage. Reveal the top card of the villain deck. It is another Sapient Simulator. Prevent the next damage dealt by that target. And then we'll ricochet, hit him for another projectile damage, draw a card. Alright, Star Knight is going to start with the Emergency Catalyzer. When this card is destroyed, she regains 3 HP. At the start of your turn, if your trash is empty, discard the top card of your deck and destroy this card. Might happen with the way I'm going. And then we will Charging Slash, deal a target 2 melee damage. Reveal the top card of the villain deck. Inertia Nullifier, so this is Johnny Rocket power here. That's an imprint, so it goes into play. We're going to flip him real fast. Discard the top card of her deck and draw a card. Alright, so Daedalus has a bunch of gravity-based powers, and all of his equipment and ongoing say at the end of your turn, if you have 7 or more cards in your hand, Daedalus deals himself 4 fire damage and destroys this card. So he's actually got some very powerful abilities, but also the ability to really self-destruct if he's not careful. Furthermore, as has been pointed out in comments, he's the one hero who doesn't like playing alongside team leader Tachyon. Let's start with a Graviton Cannon. So at the end of your turn, if you have 7 or more cards in your hand, he deals himself damage. The start of your turn, he deals a target 5 energy damage, then you draw 5 cards. So we're going to use his power to just discard a card and then draw a card. And of course, it's worth noting that you don't have to draw a card at the end of your turn, but if you want to be able to do stuff, it's probably a good idea. Let's play Category 5. Increase all damage dealt by 1. That is a really nutty thing for a hero to have as an ability. Power says increase damage dealt by Siren by 1 until the end of your next turn. I'm just going to go ahead and use her Water Blast power, deal a target 3 cold damage. Reveal the top card of the villain deck. Synthetic Tornado, it's the Siren's power. Go figure. And he flips. The end of her power is you may destroy a weather effect. So he flips. 2 imprinted firmware. If there are ever no imprints in play, destroy H hero ongoing equipment cards and flip his character card. While there are more than H imprints in play, each time an imprint enters play, destroy one other imprint, and Argo deals each target 1 lightning damage. At the end of the villain turn, perform the weakness text of an imprint in play, then he deals the H-2 hero targets the highest HP 3 energy damage each. So this card that he just played, along with being an ongoing and an imprint, is a weather effect. I can destroy it, and I'm gonna. It says at the end of the villain turn, Argo deals each target 1 projectile damage. The weakness is Argo deals itself 2 cold damage. Now we'll just let that go and draw a card. So we don't want to get rid of all of the imprints, but we do want to get rid of a few. Subterra plays Crystal Passage. Increase all damage dealt by 1. Oh, that's not something we needed. The first time any non-environment target deals damage each turn, that target deals itself 1 melee damage. Alright, now we play the top card of each deck. Argo gets Shock Filaments. This is Captain Thunder's power, so that's another imprint. There are more than H imprints in play, so we destroy another one, and Argo deals each target 1 lightning damage. Let's see, what do we want to destroy? 2 Sapient Simulators is bad, but Inertia Nullifier plays the top card of the villain deck. So we're going to destroy that, and he deals each target 1 lightning damage. We're going to prevent the damage he deals to Siren. Everybody else take 3. So he hits Daedalus, and then he hits himself for 3 melee damage. And it's the first time any non-environment target, so that means everybody else is free to deal damage on this round. Scavenge the field, okay. Move all arrows from my trash to my hand, immediately end my turn. Fine. Starstone Collimator, oh good. First time Star Knight deals damage each turn, I can move a card from my trash to the bottom of my deck, and if I do, Star Knight deals a target 2 energy damage. Daedalus gets Gravitic Snare. At the start of your turn, select a non-character target. Till the start of your turn, that target cannot deal damage, then draw 2 cards. Uh-oh, he's going to be drawing way too many cards. Need to get rid of that if possible. And Siren gets Sweltering Heat. At the start of your turn, Siren deals each target 1 fire damage. Power is Siren deals a target 1 fire and 1 psychic damage. Okay, so we're going to want to get rid of that too. And then we play the top card of the environment deck. Yeah, so that happens now. Sorcerer Priest, Lemurian. These are our snake people. Reduce damage dealt to Lemurians by 1. At the end of the environment turn, this card deals the 2 non-Lemurian targets with the lowest HP 2 infernal damage each. So there'll be 4 to Siren and Bowman. Alright, nothing happens at the start of the turn, so he plays Covet Power. Argo deals the hero target the highest HP, H-1 melee damage, so that'll be 5. That's Star Knight. Destroy H-2 hero ongoing or equipment cards. Oh hey, I've got 2 of those I would like to destroy, thank you. Play the top card of the villain deck. Smoke Dispenser, so this is a device, it's actually got HP. So when this card enters play, it deals each hero target 2 toxic damage and play the top card of the villain deck. So okay, hang on. First, we have too many imprints in play, so he destroys 1. We're going to drop one of the Sapient Simulators, because yeah, doubling up on these is not a good idea. So he drops 1, he deals each target 3 lightning damage. So he'll hit this for 3, and then he hits himself for 3 melee damage, and then he hits himself for 3 lightning damage. And then this deals each hero target 4 toxic damage. We need to do something about this. And then we play the top card of the villain deck. Reduce damage dealt to Argo by 1. Okay, so he actually only took 2. Imprint Overload. Argo deals each target other than himself H lightning damage. Oh dear. So that's 6 lightning damage to everything. I mean, 1 of that damage is my fault. Perform each weakness text in play. 1 player may play a card. If they do, destroy a hero ongoing. Oh, how about a zipline arrow? Let's destroy an environment card, get rid of one of those pluses, and the rebound damage. Reveal the top card of the environment deck, either play it or discard it. As a sulfur vent, at the end of the environment turn, discard the top card of each deck, then each character deals himself 2 toxic damage. We'll discard that. Alright, so destroy hero ongoing card now. Okay, that's category 5. The other damage buff goes away. It's probably for the best. I may destroy an environment card. Let's get rid of the priest. He's hitting us. He sucks. Each player may draw a card. Daedalus is not going to draw a card. And that's actually it. Destroy each imprint. Okay, so now we see what happens when all the imprints are destroyed. We destroy each hero ongoing or equipment cards and flip his character card. So there goes that. She deals a target 2 energy damage, and she regains 3 HP. That's probably fine. And then he hits the highest for 3, and that's Daedalus. Okay, that was Argo's turn. I've never seen him do that before. Admittedly, I've only played him once before, but that was quite the thing. Jeez. Yeah, let's play this Acid Arrow since it's got Argo on it. Bowman deals a target 1 projectile and 1 toxic damage until the start of the next turn. Damage dealt to the target is irreducible. That's fine. Then we'll ricochet him for 1 more and draw a card. Let's ignite the blade. Grab a Sword of the Star Knight. Increase damage dealt by her by 1. I'll move 2 cards from my trash to the bottom of my deck. And that means she deals a target 300 damage. So she'll hit him for 3 more. Discard and draw a card. Alright, Daedalus ain't got nothing to do. Let's play this Atlas Gravity Well. I mean, of all the cards that I lost last turn, it was his big cannon that I regret losing the most. At the start of your turn, he deals each non-hero target 2 energy damage, then draw 3 cards. So we'll see how that works. I'm going to use his power, discard a card. This is Like Son, Like Father, increase damage dealt 2 and buy Daedalus by 1. Doesn't sound like a great idea, and then I'll draw 2 cards. Okay, let's play Scouring Dust Storm. Targets cannot regain HP. Power is the Siren deals a target 1 projectile damage until the start of your turn. Reduce damage dealt by that target by 1. Let's go ahead and do that. We can really shut him down. Draw a card, and if I ever decide I want to get rid of that and start healing, I can do that with her power. Okay, Subterra plays another Sorcerer Priest. That's fine, and now Lost Agartha happens. Synthetic Tornado. Electro Arrow. Bowman deals a target 1 projectile damage. Each target dealt damage this way deals itself 2 lightning damage. And if that target is a device, it deals itself another 2 lightning damage. So we'll just hit him for, well, 1 and 1 because his damage has been reduced. Star Knight gets Star Knight Oath. Each time a villain target would deal damage, you may redirect that damage to Star Knight. At the end of your turn, you may move 4 cards from your trash to the bottom of your deck. If you do, either put an equipment card from your trash into play or play a card. Daedalus gets Immortality's Burden. At the end of your turn, Daedalus regains 2 HP. If he's the only active hero, destroy this card. Very interesting. It lends some legitimacy to one of Terminus's cards. And Siren gets Gifts of Rum and Finery. 1 player other than you may play a card now. 1 player other than you may use a power now. Let's see what kind of shenanigans I can pull. We're going to let Daedalus play his Hoplite Armor Mark 7. Reduce damage dealt to Daedalus by 1. The power is discard a card, play a card. And then who wants to use a power? I think Star Knight does. She'll hit him for 3 and discard the top card of her deck. And last but not least, Subterra gets to play an extra card, Tunnel Skirmisher, more Lemurians. Alright, the Sorcerer Priest hits the 2 lowest for 2. That's Siren and Bowman, still. Almost dead. End of the environment turn, this card deals the X non-Lemurian targets the lowest HP 3 toxic damage each, where X is the number of tunnels in play plus 1. So the non-Lemurian target with the lowest HP takes 3 toxic damage. That's Bowman. He's gonna die. Oh, Argo got hit by someone, so he gets another imprint. Fittingly, once again, this is Star Knight's power, Hard Light Armaments. Increase damage dealt by Argo by 1, reduce damage dealt to Argo by 1. Okie dokie, it's a good thing that I hit him with Siren's thingy last round. Oof, okay. Covet Power. He hits the highest for 4, that's Daedalus who takes 3. Destroy H-2 hero ongoing or equipment cards. Let's drop Sword of the Star Knight. As I discard the top card of my deck, draw a card and play a card. Let's do Protect and Serve and search for Hard Light Shield. I can move 2 cards from my trash to the bottom of my deck. If I do, prevent the next damage dealt to any 1 hero target. I think I will do that. That was 1. Destroy something else. I guess this weather effect. Play the top card of the villain deck. Burnished Skin. I think this is the Daedalus one. End of turn. He hits the highest for 4. That is Star Knight, who takes 3. Well, actually, no, she doesn't. She prevents it. Alright, Synthetic Tornado. Argo deals each target 1 projectile damage. It'll be 2 projectile damage. We're going to redirect the damage from Bowman over to Star Knight. In fact, we're going to redirect Siren's damage as well. Daedalus can take his own. End of the villain turn. If the villain trash is empty, Argo deals itself in this card 5 energy damage each. Otherwise, put the top 2 cards of the villain trash under the villain deck. Ah. Yeah, it's going to take him a while to clear that out, so we're just going to take that out if we can. And at the end of the villain turn, Argo deals the hero target the highest HP, H-1 radiant damage, and regains H+1 HP. Well, darn. So that's 4 to Star Knight, and he heals 5. That's no good. Okay, Acid Arrow again. I don't have to deal the damage. Damage dealt to him is now irreducible. So we will ricochet, ping him and the armaments, and draw a card. Bowman's not doing well. Alright, I've got another Sword of the Star Knight. Alright, I hit him, so more Hard Light Armaments. Thank goodness. Damage dealt to him is irreducible now. We need to kill him. We need to kill him this round, or we are going to die. She will hit him for 3. Reveal the top card. Inertia Nullifier, and he flips. Discard the top card of her deck. Draw a card. So I'm going to move 4 cards from my trash to the bottom of my deck. Do I have any equipment in my trash, is the question. Yes, I do. So I'm going to move 4 cards to the bottom of my deck and put the Starstone Collimator into play. Foof. Okay. Start a turn, Daedalus can do something. Deals each non-hero target 2 energy damage. And then he draws 3 cards. Let's play the Anti-Grav Field. Daedalus is immune to damage from environment cards. At the start of your turn, either draw a card or destroy this card. Use the Hoplite Armor's power, discard a card, and we'll play the Force Wave Doru. Power is draw 2 cards. Daedalus deals up to 3 targets 2 energy damage each. And then he will not draw a card. Let's do Storm Surge. Draw 2 cards. Discard up to 2 cards. I'm not sure why you would want to do that. And then play up to 2 weather effects. Let's see, Ravenous Whirlpool. Start of your turn, destroy a target with 2 or fewer HP. Power is Siren deals a target 2 cold damage, then if that target has 2 or fewer HP, destroy it. I'm not sure about Sweltering Heat, because that would kill Bowman at the start of her turn. What I really want to play is Ridden by the Lowest so I can use additional power, but Battle Rhyme is going to be bad because that makes all damage irreducible, and I've got 2 characters tanking. Okay, so we're just going to play that one. Either power lets her do 2 cold damage, so we'll do 2 cold damage. Oh yeah, and his -1 wears off. That's a problem. Draw a card. All is not lost, but it's not looking too good. Alright, Subterra. More Eternal Skirmishers. And then we do the thing. Covet Power. Okay. He's hitting the highest for 5 melee damage. That is Daedalus. Oh wait, who? Yeah, because he healed 2 at the end of his turn. He takes 4. 2 hero ongoing equipment cards. Well, we don't need that. Let's drop the Starstone Collimator because she can hit something for 3 energy damage. Play the top card of the villain deck. Arrow Launcher. This is the Bowman imprint. And then there's more than H out, so we're going to destroy a Hardlight Armament, so he doesn't do so much damage. And he deals each target 2 lightning damage. Star Knight will soak it for Bowman. Bowman gets Pin the Target. That's not helpful. Star Knight gets Augmented Burst. Move up to 3 cards from your trash to the bottom of your deck, and she deals X targets 2 energy damage each. X the number of cards moved this way. I've got 2 cards. I am moving them. She'll do 3 to Argo and 3 to Hardlight Armaments. Daedalus gets a Graviton Cannon. That's an issue. Siren gets Silver Net. Oh, good. Power is destroy a weather effect, select the target. Till the start of your next turn, prevent the first damage that would be dealt by that target each turn. Subterra gets War Party, our Morlocks, for the first time. In the environment turn, this card deals each non-Morlock target 2 melee damage. If no Lemurians are dealt damage this way, destroy a non-target environment card. Okay, the Sorcerer Priest is going after non-Lemurians, which is unfortunately Bowman, who dies, because Star Knight can only soak villain damage. And, well, the good news is it takes out the other Hardlight Armaments. I'm okay with that. Tunnel Skirmishers are hitting the lowest for 3, because there's no tunnels in play. That's, oh, there's 2 of them. They're both hitting Daedalus, and he dies. Daedalus immune to damage from environment cards. Oh, that's real nasty. I told you this was going to be a surprise. And the Morlocks deal each non-Morlock target 2 melee damage. They're going to be hurting some Lemurians, so they won't destroy Lost Agartha. Okay, this is bad. Could be worse. Could be much better. Argo plays a card, which is never a good idea. Shock Filaments. We're going to drop Burnished Skin so he stops healing. And then he deals each target 1 lightning damage. Star Knight will soak it. End of the villain turn, we get a weakness text. So let's see. Argo deals itself 2 cold damage. Argo deals each villain target 1 melee damage. That doesn't have 1. Each player may draw a card. I think we'll have Argo deal himself 2 cold damage. Then he hits the 2 hero targets the highest HP for 3 energy damage each. Okay, so I can kill Star Knight, or I can kill Siren. I feel like it would be better if I let Siren live, although I don't know if she's going to live at the end of the turn. So Star Knight makes the ultimate sacrifice. Alright, he deals each target 1 projectile damage. Play the top card of the villain deck. Burnished Skin. We're going to destroy Shock Filaments. He deals each target 1 lightning damage. Arrow Launcher says at the end of the villain turn, discard the top 3 cards of Argo's deck. Each time an imprint is discarded this way, Argo deals the hero target with the highest HP 2 projectile damage. She's not going to live through this. Yep, that's an imprint. That's an imprint. So she takes 6 projectile damage and dies. Wow. Did not see that coming. So what have we learned here? Subterra's kind of rough. Because, perfectly honest, that is the difference between this game and the first game that I tried against Argo. Argo's not that bad, I thought. But, oh no, I was playing Sentinels heroes instead of Earth Prime heroes. Oof. And they had, like, damage reduction and stuff. So, yeah, Argo's not too hard. I mean, I almost got him. He's got 1 HP. By all rights, he would have possibly taken himself out. Siren never got set up in this game. I kept dropping her stuff because he kept destroying things. Daedalus kept succumbing to the same issue. Bowman never got set up. The only hero who was doing anything was Star Knight. But that is the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. Regardless, I hope you enjoyed this video. Look forward to Sentinels of Earth Prime coming out sometime, I don't know when. With these 4 decks released, I think they're about halfway through in terms of finished decks, in terms of what's been promised, because that's 2 villains, 2 environments, 6 heroes. I think there's 12 heroes total in the initial release, and there's 4 of everything else. So they're halfway through, which probably means that, you know, everything else is done. They're just waiting on art. So thanks once again for watching.